to the witnesses. Thank you for the work that you do, the organizations that you represent, and the support that you provide law enforcement all over this country. And I must say, I'm a little bit surprised that the Democrats in this room and around this Congress are trying to paint the mirage that they actually support law enforcement, that they have law enforcement's back. I don't think they're going to be successful. The level of dishonesty that we're hearing even today, just a short recollection. Defunding the police, that's a Democrat priority. Cashless bail, that's a Democrat policy. Weak laws and light sentences, that's a Democrat problem. Open borders, the Democrats defended that ferociously, and they continue to defend that policy in this very committee. No vetting admission into this country, that's a Democrat issue. Sanctuary policies, we saw that in very robust form all over the country in Democrat cities and Democrat states. And we continue to see that today. Look at California, look at Illinois, look at Democrat cities, even in my home state of North Carolina. Sanctuary policies persist in Democrat jurisdictions. Even members of this committee have called ICE and DHS and other law enforcement officers Nazis, racists, terrorists, Gestapo. I find that, and I find the accusations shameful. Shameful. There is not one bit of protest to the harm that illegal immigration and the crime from illegal immigration is causing law enforcement. I worked in law enforcement for 10 years. I worked as a federal prosecutor. I saw the difference between the first Trump administration and the Biden administration. We just had a question about gun crime. It was much harder to charge someone for illegally possessing a firearm when Biden was president. I saw it firsthand. And I want to talk to you, starting with Mr. Hughes. Talk about the sophistication of the criminal element and what type of difficulties that poses law enforcement in your experience.
Yeah, no, so, criminals are getting, thank you, Congressman.
Yep.
As we know, the criminals are getting so sophisticated in the way that they operate. We see this here and abroad, and we have to keep up, and we need to keep pace with that. We need to be looking at every tool available to be able to counter, fight, combat all the crimes that are going on in society today.
Mr. Thompson, I want you to talk about it. I want you to talk, you talked about the previous administration and the danger that those activities have led directly to American streets. Talk about how open borders has increased the danger that law enforcement faces on the streets of the country.
Yeah, I believe it's significant. I would consider it an obvious threat that is, I think there was a number of people that chose to ignore it for, I think, political reasons in some cases, and I think also they believed truly to their heart that they were doing good. Right. And that's fair. But to your question, we are now facing the most sophisticated criminal element in our nation's history.
I mean, just when I started as a prosecutor, local law enforcement who were task forced would kick in a door and they would find a Glock and maybe a baggie of drugs. Now it's an AK-47 and 1.5 kilograms of fentanyl.
And 10 computers that are used to track, trace, and follow law enforcement.
That's right. And the international element in local crime, it cannot be overstated. Am I correct?
You're absolutely correct. It's everywhere now.
And there's this perception that you're either a hardened criminal with an AK-47 over your shoulder or you're a law-abiding citizen. In my experience, some of the best criminals were the hardest to catch.
That is a true statement, sir.
Explain
and they
that.
are also the most dangerous.
Yes, explain that to the members.
The level of dedication to the principle of the crime is driven by arrogance, ego, profit, and cruelty, in my estimation.
Yeah.
And it is now become a globalized, connected
the level of camouflage. There are criminals who operate in schools
Deception
and farms,
is perfect.
in businesses, in law enforcement. Am I correct?
You are correct, sir.